Anyway, should we move on? Because this is a story that's appeared today. An Islamic summer camp for children has been cancelled following claims it could expose attendees to extremist views.
Well, the camp organised by the Al-Bayat Islamic Mission charity had planned outdoor activities alongside lectures on Islamic values.
Yes, concerns have been raised by MPs, coupled with warnings from security officials about the potential for Iran's influence in the UK, leading to the camp being cancelled.
Well, the charity denies extremist links, describing the camp as a positive space for young people to enjoy the outdoors and strengthen their faith.
Well, we're joined by lawyer Mahtab Aziz on this one. Mahtab, thank you very much for joining us. So this camp, they've decided, that's run by this charity, they've decided to cancel it because there's been quite a lot of backlash. What do you understand has happened here?
Sure. Hi, Tom and Emily. Great to be on your programme. You must excuse my audacity for not having my tie on because it was so hot today. Now, regarding this Islamic mission, first of all, I think we need to establish that no evidence has been put forward to actually substantiate any of the claims. I think where the charity's gone wrong is actually to express any form of political allegiance, and in this case, particularly Iran. That probably is a mistake on their part, and they shouldn't have done it. And of course, at the same time, I have to say there are many other Islamic summer camps, many other Jewish summer camps, and none of them, have had this sort of issue raised. It is something which obviously can be remedied in the future.
Yeah, I mean, the accusations in the reports on this story are that the charity has been accused of backing Iran's theocratic regime, and also in posts on social media praising the Ayatollah Khomeini, describing his books as a great read. Also, it said that the charities refused to condemn Hamas, for example, and saying that Zionists brought this disaster upon themselves in the wake of October the 7th. Those are the accusations.
Yes, I think, as I said, I think it's always going to be problematic if you support the Iranian regime. As we all know, they have taken part in global influence, particularly supporting the al-Bashir regime, which obviously, in my view and most other people's view, is wrong. And I think it is, not the job of a charity to support any regime like that.
There's always a difficult balance here, isn't there, with the sort of idea of what this country stands for in terms of values of liberalism, of free speech, of toleration, and sometimes that can come up against itself in a funny sort of way. If you believe in equal rights and free speech, that sort of says that you should allow theocratic summer camps that don't believe in those values to then take place. It's almost as if those values are in contradictions over this case.
Well, I had mentioned before, there are many other Islamic summer camps and many other Jewish summer camps, and they get along fine. I think it's just that this particular charity, this particular Islamic mission, happened to have sent out tweets supporting the Ayatollah and supporting the Iranian regime, which I think has aroused a lot of suspicion. And I must emphasize that no evidence actually has been found of any radicalization. So I think it's probably something which hopefully the mission should be able to rectify for the future.
I mean, would you agree with Lord Walney, he's the former government advisor on extremism, that this camp, he says, organised by a group sympathetic to Iran's extreme theocracy, it's right that it's not going ahead. There was a clear risk of kids being indoctrinated. Would you say that Lord Walney's gone too far there?
Well, as I said, I think to make that sort of comment, you'd have to have some really concrete evidence to suggest that the children are being radicalized. And I think in the face of the fact that there is no evidence whatsoever, I think that would be going too far.
It's an interesting one, but Mahtab Aziz, lawyer, thanks indeed for joining us and talking through this particular case. I suppose it's not going to be much different to what a lot of people will be hearing in mosques in this country anyway. Just because it's a summer camp doesn't mean it's particularly different. If there's a deeper issue...
Well, the concern is children, isn't it?
children go to mosques.
And the lack of scrutiny, perhaps. Anyway, a spokesperson for the charity has said they cancelled the camp because of fears of threats to families and children taking part, adding that there's no evidence of wrongdoing ever been found at Camp Wilayah, yet our children are being punished simply for their faith. Not only is this despicable behaviour, but it is Islamophobia in plain sight, and it should alarm every member of society.
Well, lots more to come in today's programme. Perhaps you're looking to travel abroad, maybe not quite as far as Iran. Here's some of the forecasts for the top